Welcome to Lawyer Business Advantage.
Hi, welcome to 2026. My name is Alay. I'm a law firm growth expert and founder of Law Firm Success Group. I work with attorneys all across the country to help grow their firms and take lots of time off.
And I'm Chelsea. I'm a law firm owner, entrepreneur, and toddler mom. I know it's possible to have an excellent income, work 40 hours a week or less, and still take time off because that's what I do.
So, welcome to 2026, everybody, and welcome to 2026, Chelsea. We are having I think, a great start to the year. And what we thought we would do is kind of just talk a little bit about law firm growth in 2026, what's on both of our radars, and how our years are shaping up. And I think, boy, oh boy, is this going to be another year of AI? What do you think, Chelsea?
Oh, gosh, I think there's going to be a lot of development for sure in AI, especially in the law firm realm. So many people are getting their hands into it. I can tell you right now, I'm not interested in hearing about any more just yet for our firm. I think we've dabbled in what we need to. Someone's really got to wow me in order for me to spend any time in the law firm AI world, at least right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm hearing about people that are trying it and they're not having a good experience with it, agentic AI and all that. So they're tapping out of it. We're not doing a lot with AI. Sounds like you're not doing that much either, Chelsea, which is cool. So we can talk about things not related to AI, which I'm sure will make people feel really happy. So, um, one of the things I'm doing just selfishly at Law Firm Success Group is we're actually doing more programs that are more oriented to groups. One of the things that has been missing from my programs for a long time is getting that group interaction where attorneys can talk to other attorneys. And so we just kicked it off in January. We're having what I call the Founders Forum. So once a month, all of our clients can get together as law firm owners and discuss topics related to their firms. And so really excited about that. The first meeting went really well. And we're looking forward to the next one in February. So that's probably the big highlight for me is like looking at how I can structure my programs differently to serve more attorneys. What about you, Chelsea?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in 2026, I just imagined our firm being like, "Oh, this is what we do. This is how many employees we have, and we're just cruising." And I'm proven wrong every single year that there is no such thing as cruising when you're building a business. You're just always in builder mode. And so as we, wound down in 2025, we are instantly hiring and we expect to have two new employees in the next couple weeks, which is great, not a bad problem to have. And it comes with its own, you know, growth stressors,
Sure.
but I am really, really excited for this year. I feel like we have done so much work in the last 2 years, really focused on what do we want for ourselves long term as business owners, partners, but also lawyers who really like doing family law and providing a service in family law. And the team that is building from this just passion that we've had for having a bigger team is just so excellent. We feel so lucky. So these next two people coming in are kind of the start to several other roles that we're going to be adding to our firm throughout the next year or two. And I'm just super excited. I just feel like I've finally settled in to the fact that growth is constant and never ending. I'm accepting that in 2026.
Yeah, if you're not growing, that's the phrase, right? If you're not growing, you're dying. And that's certainly true in a business. You've always got to be growing and you always have to be hiring in a law firm. So I know for you, it's getting easier over time too, though. So that's really good. Last year, you took a lot of time off and I've got some plans. What are you planning as far as time off and vacation this year?
Yeah. So this year, I'm actually focusing a lot less on like long, bigger vacations and a lot more consistent time off. So I've kind of restructured a lot of our family plans where I will be spending more time down south where my father-in-law lives, my brother-in-law, and they have a new baby down there. So
Oh,
we want to
cool.
be able to take off for long weekends and spend more time together as a family without having to stress. My parents don't live close by, so we also have to, kind of trek out to them. And there's a lot of exploring, so that we're focusing on this year as a family. So taking time off, long weekends, driving around California. I want my daughter to kind of explore early and get used to the fact that not every vacation is like a trip to Hawaii or Disneyland, which we do a lot. Some trips are driving in the car to go camping. So we're going to try a lot of new things this year, which means every other week we're probably going to be taking a little bit of extra time off, but a day or two here and there, instead of long stretches. That's simply because it's going to fit our family's goals this year. uh, and so I'm really excited about that. I'm just excited for new things.
That's awesome. How old's your daughter?
She's going to be 4 in May.
Oh, how wonderful. So you're not a toddler mom for that much longer.
I know, and I don't know if I'm excited about it or terrified, right?
That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're taking her out. She's really going to look back on those years
Yeah.
fondly, especially as that continues. We're actually doing the exact opposite. So, my son is in college. It's his first year right now. So he's just starting his second quarter. My daughter's a sophomore in high school. And so they're now at the age where they like to spend time with their friends a lot. We're not doing as much traveling this year. Last year we did a lot, but I am taking a big chunk of time off. So I'm taking the month of July off.
Mm,
Um, and it's something I've done for a long time. I wasn't able to do it for the past few years because my mom's health wasn't good and my father-in-law's health wasn't good, but we're able to get back to it now this year, which is really cool.
yeah,
And like I tell all my clients, the first thing to do is to take out your calendar and mark those times off and then figure out how you're going to do it. And so that's what I did. I went in my calendar, blocked off those days, and now Chelsea, I got to figure out, okay, well, I've got, you know, founders forums and other meetings that I have with clients, and I have to be able to figure those out, what I'm going to do about it
yeah.
in that 1 month that I'm taking time off. But I've done it before, and it'll work out great. I'm looking forward to having the time off.
Yeah, I love that. Just being able to kind of put everything on hold for an extended period of time seems like it's almost like a spa day for your brain, but it takes 30 days to get there, right? You know,
Yeah,
to like really reset.
there's a lot of studies and stuff out there that say it takes a minimum of 2 weeks off just to start to unplug, but it doesn't really happen until after that. When I took a month off in the past, it's been pretty active. So I would either do a lot of projects in the house or I'd do a lot of traveling. Those photos are from 2019. But this one, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I mean, my son's going to be home from college. My daughter will be off. We'll just kind of have to see what we do. So
It's kind
I'm
of
looking
nice.
forward to that.
Yeah, no, not having too much planned is actually kind of a gift.
Not yet. I think it'll fill in though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It always does.
It always does. There might be a trip to Disneyland in there somewhere. I'm getting a lot of pressure from the family to do that.
Yeah, I love Disneyland. It's an easy trip. Well, for us, I mean, being in Northern California, I feel like it's always such an easy trip, and everybody has fun no matter what age they are. So we do Disney a lot.
It's a good distance away. It's not too close and it's not too far.
Yeah.
You're also doing a race, right?
Yes, I'm doing my first full marathon March 1st. That is in Napa. I am happy to say that unlike the last couple years, I've been training a lot. I've done a lot of half marathons. I've done a lot of other types of hybrid fitness races, and I'm constantly training. But I hit kind of a wall at the end of 2025, and I decided that we're just going to do this marathon and see what happens. I'm still running and I'm training a little bit, but I'm not going out to get a certain time goal or put pressure on myself. We're just going to go. And if we need to walk, we're going to walk. If it takes us 5 hours, takes us 5 hours. I'm really excited for the experience because I've given myself a gift of saying it's fine, right? Like you don't get paid, right? When you like do well in these things, unless they have some races where you get like top 3, right? You get paid. The average person doing these things, you're not getting anything from it beyond the experience. And so I really, really want to enjoy this experience. So I'm super excited that I am not actually trying to go after some kind of big goal this time because it'll be
This
more fun.
this is your first time doing it?
My first full marathon. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Any well, how do you feel kind of going into this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel I'm a runner now. I wouldn't have said that a couple years ago. I've done, a good amount of half marathons. I've run for 2 hours at a time, but never this 4 plus hours that, marathons take. But I'm I'm feeling like I'm gonna surprise myself, which is always a good place to be when it comes to something physical like this. I know that I'm capable, and so it's not scary. It's more just like, what do I pack? Like, am I going to have enough snacks? Am I going to have enough water? I go on all the forums and ask all of our friends who have done it. Like, what did you do? Like, what are the things that you wish you'd have done differently? So we can sit there and be like, okay, how are we going to tackle this? But it's been one of those check boxes I've wanted to do for a long time. And I'm not usually a person who can accept less than my best. So, um, going into this with a different mindset is also going to be a really good test for myself to prove to myself that I don't have to, like, it doesn't always have to be about the score or the time. It can be about the experience. And I'm doing it with one of my best friends. So much of that is kind of allowing me to just let it happen. I mean, we're like 50 days away at this point. So it's like around the corner.
Right there. Yeah, and I don't know, what is that's going on. Maybe it's just the vibe out here, but I'm kinda doing something similar. So
Yeah.
I like to ski, and this year, I think I can ski enough, so I went ahead and bought a season pass, and of course, we've had one of the worst snowfalls on record, but we have snow now, and so I'll be going up for the 2nd time, tomorrow, actually.
Oh,
And I'm going up by myself, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm just gonna go up there, relax, and work on my technique, and then just enjoy kinda skiing the mountain, and then when, I kinda decide that it's time to go home, I'm just gonna pack it in. Normally, I'm out there, like, challenging myself, trying to find the most difficult terrain that I can possibly ski down, and
yeah.
then, I don't leave the hill until I've left everything out there and I've got nothing left to give. Then I go home, and usually a friend drives back because I'm just too wiped out. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to just going up there and enjoying the experience, working on my technique, doing some drills, and then leaving when I still, have some energy left.
Yeah, and I think what's so interesting is, we talk about law firm business growth and development all the time, and the ins and outs of what goes on there. But so much more of my brain is taken up by the things I do outside of my law firm, and they're not the things that make you money, right? They're the things that actually bring you to life, right? Like these experiences, these little tests for yourself, whether you're pushing yourself or trying to get yourself to pull back, right? I just feel like when you actually invest the time in those things outside of the office and you learn about yourself too, some of the things in the law firm that people stress about, I know this about myself for sure, that you stress about are you realize they're not that big of a deal, right? You just getting away from your business, focusing on the stuff that actually makes you feel good. Not that the working in your law firm doesn't make me feel good. I mean, some days it does, some days it doesn't. But that's being a business owner, I think in
And
general.
and being a business owner in family law specifically, that's a
Specifically. Yeah,
challenging type of scenario.
totally, it just depends, but, uh, I mean, I just love that. I love where it's just like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go have fun," right? Just go up there, have fun, go by myself. Do you listen to music or, like, a podcast or audiobook? What do you listen to? Or
When I
just
ski or when I drive?
when you ski? Do you do
I
nothing?
I don't listen to anything right now, but the reason is it's a pure technology issue. I love listening to my music when I ski, but, right now, the ear pods don't stay in my ears, so I've gotta figure out that tech. But
Yeah,
otherwise, yeah, I love listening to music.
yeah, because I'm music on race day, but I'm audiobooks when I'm training, so I can get through lots of
Oh,
books. So it's the same. I know when people ski or, they're sometimes they're just doing nothing. They're just
oh,
listening outside, but that's my balance so that I can run for a long time.
got it. Yeah, if I was listening to audiobooks, I would be an absolute mess. I don't think I would enjoy the audiobook, and I would be terrible at skiing,
Yeah,
because I
I
have
get
to
it.
focus when I'm going down the hill, and it's actually kinda nice right now not listening to music because then I can focus on skiing and I can take in, the full beauty and the fresh air and everything like that. I'm just so
Yeah,
much more present.
yeah,
When I'm listening to music, especially that, like, that great song comes on, I tend to get a little too into the song, and sometimes I don't ski nearly as well because I'm enjoying
Mhm,
the music too much.
mhm. Yeah,
Um,
that
but
makes
yeah,
sense.
I completely hear what you're saying, and that's I think one of the reasons why we are both working together in this podcast is because for you, being the owner of a law firm is a big part of who you are, but there's so much more to you than just that. And you want to structure your firm so that you have time to do those things outside of the firm. And that's what I love. I love it when my clients get to have their cake and eat it too, literally make more money and then have more time to spend doing the things they love. I don't want anyone to feel imprisoned or trapped by owning a firm. Um, Even though that might have been their experience, as they're just getting started. When you get started, you just work, work, work. But as you start to get, some money in the door and you can start to scale it up a little bit and you get some people and you start building a team, that's when you can really start to enjoy the
Yeah.
benefits of really having a business on your terms and having a law firm on your terms. That's why I do this. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, and being able to explore other things that are related but not the same. So, take those podcasts for example. I'm not a law firm business growth coach. I'm a law firm owner who absolutely loves this topic. I like talking about it. I like learning from others. I feel like, I have done the work to build a firm that's really strong financially, strong from a value perspective, has built a great team. And I want to share that. I want to brag about it a little bit and figure out what other things can I latch onto or take from other people. So this is just a way in which the things that I've done in my firm to give me time gives me the time to do this, which is fun for me. So, it's whether it's making time for you to go skiing or train on the weekends or spend more time with your family or just try new things in a professional setting like this for me. I feel really lucky, and 2026 is set up to give me so much more time to explore different avenues.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this year. I feel like last year was kind of a reset for me, and so
Yeah.
heading into this year, already did my first webinar on more income, better clients, and less
Right?
stress.
Only the
We've got
first week of the year, Alay. You gotta
yeah,
slow down.
yeah, and we just cranked it up to 11, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, and the rest of the year is looking really, really good and exciting. So I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to this podcast
Yeah.
and seeing where we take it. So we're trying a little bit of a different format this time, and I'm not sure if it's an improvement or not. So I think we want to hear from our audience. What do you think, Chelsea?
Yeah, obviously we shared a little bit more personally about us today, but the goal it was just to see what conversations come to mind for us and try to, share what comes to mind in the moment. And I'd love to hear what people think about the dynamic today.
So if you like it, let us know in the comments. You know the drill. Like, subscribe. And if you do want to talk about having a great firm in 2026, visit lawfirmsuccessgroup.com and click in for a consultation. We'd love to chat. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a review in the comments.